Hello, this is Stephan Kane with the Omni Foundation for the Performing Arts. I'd like to introduce to you a world-class artist, Ana Vidović. It is with great pleasure for us to host her on our upcoming March 27th concert this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Please visit omniconcerts.com for more information on how to watch. If you'd like to support the foundation in allowing us to continue to present high-quality guitar concerts like this for free, please consider buying a raffle ticket. You can buy one for $20, you can buy six for $100, and it goes towards a great cause. And you can also win one of the great prizes that we're offering, including a Kenny Hill guitar, a guitar donated by Guitar Salon International. You can win a private lesson with David Russell himself, Jason Vio, Alec Holcomb, and the list goes on. So please hop over to omniconcerts.com and consider supporting us. We thank you greatly. So without further ado, Ana Vidović.
Hi,
Hey, how are you, Anna?
good. How are you?
Great, good to see you.
Me too.
All right, so we are thrilled to have you on our upcoming concert this Saturday with Omni, and thank you for taking the time to speak with me a little bit about the program you'll be playing for us.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. I'm so glad that we were able to do this.
Same here. Yeah, we're just so happy that it worked out, even though we're still in COVID. We're happy that you were able to safely traverse across the country and play essentially, well, virtually, but somewhat live at the same time in the
Yeah,
St. Mark's
absolutely.
Church.
In a beautiful church. Yes, I do. I do love that church. The acoustics are phenomenal, and we had a couple of you in the audience, so it felt like there were some audience
Yeah,
there,
we kind of
which was a nice
simulated.
feeling.
Yeah, exactly. So, what will you be playing for us on the upcoming concert?
So I will start with Bach. This is what I usually do. I recently I've been working on a lot of Bach, so I will start with the Flute Partita by Bach with just two movements, and then continuing with one of my favorites with the violin sonata, the first violin sonata, the entire sonata. So and then we'll have some Giuliani, Grand Sonata Eroica, and then continuing with Scarlatti, and there will be some Brouwer as well, and the Croatian piece that I wanted to include. This is the piece that I've been playing for many years. I actually, unfortunately, I rarely include some Croatian composers. I should do more of that. So it's just a short piece by a Croatian composer, Slavko Fumic, Nocturno. So I wanted to play that for you as well.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm particularly interested in the Croatian piece because this is the first time I've heard you play it. How did you come to learn and play this piece?
Well, this piece is actually quite known in Croatia. So I think I've learned it when I was just a child. It's and my colleagues we all, my colleagues guitarists, we all played it, and it was kind of part of our repertoire. So I just picked it up recently because I haven't played it in a long time, and it seems like it's just a simple piece, but it's not. It's so beautiful and so melodic, and it just reminds me of home. So I think I'm going to probably include it, more in the repertoire. But needless to say, there's more Croatian composers out there, and some really really great pieces. So it's just part of my culture, and so yeah, that's why I wanted to include it.
Wonderful. How did you come to choose the two Bach pieces for this concert?
Well, I've been kind of, like I said, working on a lot of Bach. So the flute partita is quite new for me. So um, I just mostly connect with the Bach's music. I don't know why. I think it's just something that I've just loved his music for since I was a child. And growing up in Croatia, we've actually played a lot of Bach's music. So and I always include it in my program. I just cannot imagine playing a concert without Bach's music. So the flute partita is quite new, but the violin sonata is, I've been playing it for several years, but I kind of put it away for a while, and then I picked it up again.
Mhm.
And it's always whenever I pick up the piece again after I haven't played it in a long time, it just seems even more interesting to me. So, and with Bach's music, is you're always just amazed with what you can find in there. It never gets old. It's always something that you can uh, rediscover. So I picked it up again last year and started working on it again, and it's really one of my favorite pieces. Yeah, by Bach.
Speaking of rediscovering music, do you ever listen to, well, I'm sure you do this, but when you listen to old recordings of yourself playing Bach, say from when you were very young, uh, do you find that you've made lots of changes in the way that you play them today?
I hope so. I hope I play them differently. I hope I've improved a little bit. So I have a hard time listening to some of my old recordings. I don't. I used to listen to it just so I could, it's always good to listen to yourself so you can, improve and learn from what you're doing. But I know it's difficult to listen to yourself. I know I have to do it, but it's not easy for me. So because as we know, we're usually critical of ourselves, so we always see things that maybe perhaps nobody else sees, which is a good thing, because it makes you work harder and you wanna do better next time. But yeah, hopefully things sound differently today. I'm a bit older and more mature, so hopefully I've learned a few things along the way.
Of course, of course. Um, well, I've had the pleasure of seeing you a few times in concert, and one thing that I admire that you do, and I recommend anyone who hasn't seen you play live to go see you. And one thing that you do at the end of the concert, which I don't know how you do it, but you say instead of deciding on what encore piece to play, you actually ask the audience if you have any requests. Um, has that been something that you've always done, or is that something that you were inspired to do some years back?
Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned it because I started doing this several years ago because that is a way for me to connect with my audience. They're very, very important part of what I do, and I am there for them. And so at the end of the concert, I usually ask them what they would like to hear. It's just something. It's like a gift to me also because I get to speak to them and say a few words, and I think they appreciate that. So. And it so sometimes I get nervous because I don't know what they will ask me to play, and sometimes I might not have practiced that particular piece, but whatever. It's I think it's just more of a gesture of appreciation to the listeners. So
Yeah.
and yeah, so I like doing that.
Yeah, it really opens up the dialogue and creates the interaction. It's wonderful.
Because during the concert, it's of course there's a connection through music, but obviously we don't speak to each other. We speak through music, but then at the end, it's more relaxed, and when the concert is over, you can that then it's the time to kind of connect with them more, verbally. So.
Absolutely. Well, are there any projects or recordings in the pipeline that are coming up soon for you, or?
Well, it's working on some new repertoire. It's a good time to do that. I started last year, so I've been working a lot on that. Hopefully, when things get back to, well, they won't get back to normal anytime soon, very soon, but slowly, they are coming back. So, I'm hoping to introduce a new program, with a live audience, and it was a good time to learn to study last year, and so I'm just hoping for this year. I think we're all hoping, as artists, that things will start to kind of get back to maybe a limited amount of the audience, and just I think people want to enjoy live performing, because online is great, but I think it's nice to be in the same room with the artist and the audience, and that interaction can never be replicated online. It's a very, very special setting when you are in the same room, and I'm hoping that will take place slowly this year.
Definitely. Hopefully sooner than later. Well, we're so grateful to have you play for us, and albeit virtually, to sort of be here in person at the same time and play in the space here in San Francisco.
Glad we were able to do that in the
Yeah.
church. So
Yeah, I encourage everyone to check out Ana Vidović's performance this Saturday, March 27th at 7:30 p.m. And thank you so much again for taking the time to speak with me today and to fly out and perform for us. And we look forward to listening to you on Saturday.
my pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Take care. Bye.